Alright guys, hello and welcome. This is going to be I'm going to try to make this a long one for where I'm going to. So, Day 2 Education GCSAA Conference Vlog, Colin Campbell Chemicals, San Diego 2025. I guess I'm not going to get you to look at me the whole time. I'm pretty bored. I'm pretty boring to look at, so I'm just going to give you a bit of a tour. I am coming down what is known as 6th Avenue, which quite a bit of the nightlife is at, and 5th Avenue is just as a bit more lively, but I'm going the way I'm going near Petco Park, where the Padros play out of. There's a bar down there, just heading down seeing a few Aussies. Alrighty, let me flip it around. Alright, as you can see, we are walking. Okay, so sorry I did not film anything from my G'day Australia event last night. It was a great event. Thank you for Toro Australia for helping me out with it. Mark Johnson, Sheldon Simmons, Lawrence was there and Luke was there. So it was great to have them there. So thank you for them, for making it possible. I was thinking, do I do it again? Because, it's not the cheapest thing in the world to do for us, but I do like to do it because the people who are there, a lot of the university guys they are my friends now. And anytime you guys ask me questions, I've got additional resources to talk to them and, who provide independent advice. And, there's no commercial ties with any of them. Just, it's called friendship. So that was good fun. So it was really good then. All right, so we did that. So, alrighty, here I am walking down. All right, the education conference today. So, there was a few pictures, of the night last night. So if you look on Facebook, Dose Management Australia and Colin Campbell Chemicals, I do have pictures from the night so you can see who was there. And great to all the Aussies that turned up. I know a few people couldn't end up making, had a few things on, which was all good. But yeah, it was good night happened by everyone. Great bar, the 90 Barrel, if you're actually ever in town. So the conference today, the talks were pretty good. So I went to a couple of disease ones. So I'll start with the last one, which was disease, the Rutgers guys, who I've seen before, Dr. Bruce Clark and Dr. Jim Murphy, stalwarts of the industry. Dr. Bruce Clark is now retired. I think Jim Murphy's still there. Forgot to ask him. Anyway, and Mingyu Chung, is their new sort of professor. He's a gun, as I would say. He is very, very smart. Got some really great projects going on and the likes like that. So it was all in regards to about disease programming, not so much about disease programming, building a program up, and just information about what they've been trying to do and reduce. And it was based on dollar spot, but dollar spot's a huge issue here in the US. It's the biggest disease that they deal with. In Australia, we do deal with it, obviously, but we don't, not like it does here, especially when they spray fairways. But their premise was to go, well, how can they reduce the number of fungicide applications for fairways, when guys are doing every 14 to 21 days. So they've been developing these models, and this is one of the things I really wanted to listen to. They're doing these with obviously machine learning, AI models, and that which are not commercially available yet. So there's nothing there. I do believe Sanjena spoke about this at their technology day last year before. Can't remember now when it was. Sorry, guys. But it might have been in regards to that. So, but that was a great thing towards the end. They were talking about their models for dollar spot, brown patch, anthracnose, grey leaf spot, and as well as fusarium as well, pink snow mold. So they're pretty confident their models are going to work really well in terms of being able to predict when to spray. A lot of the work they've also done was based around the Smith-Kearns model, or use that as a base. That's Smith-Kearns dollar spot model. If you haven't looked at it and want to play around with it, by all means. And Jim Kearns is actually coming out to the conference, the ASTMA conference this year. So here we'll definitely talk about that. Definitely well worth it to have a chat to him about it. So I'm just trying to remember which way to go. A little bit further down I'll go. The Jim Kearns model. So they were taking that and they were developing ways to do a DNA testing with utilising PCR testing. So there's a newer type of PCR testing which is called the digital PCR test, which takes away a lot of the mechanical side of things. And just to make it sort of simple, and I said to him, would it pretty much be what you will end up eventually be able to do with this is that you would take your clippings, whether the machine, there's machines there, but whether in the future you'll have your own machine, probably. But the other side of it is going that you could actually send your clippings to the lab, they'd put it through this digital PCR machine, and then you would actually get a reading about your risk of getting disease. So there's different thresholds and the likes like that, and your threshold will change depending on your conditions and cultivars. But one of the things was going, it could actually show you that before the disease you see symptoms, it'll say, yep, your threshold is getting there, this is when you spray. And they've been proving this where they have reduced the amount of applications on fairways from 9 to 2 for dollar spot. It's like, that is pretty awesome in terms of what they can do. We do it. It's something that us Aussies do. We're quite resourceful on everything we do, but obviously here, there is not unlimited budget, but high budgets and spray a lot. But they also get a lot more, high humidity, like pretty much far north Queensland weather and cool season grasses. So it does make things a lot more difficult to control on a regular basis. But obviously they go under snow. But that's what they're working on. They also talk really about the cultivars and how different the newer cultivars are to disease, and dollar spot in particular. Pretty much with the newer cultivars, they're saying you get an extra 4 to 5 weeks without disease, and the other side they say is like going that once you get the disease, it's a lot slower to have an impact. So look at it from that point of view. So when you're looking at a new cultivar, obviously when you look at fairways, sports fields, any type of grasses, realistically, don't just go with what you know, start researching. I've seen a lot more people like New South Wales Golf Club where they're resurfacing of the greens and doing all that at the moment. They had a great nursery there. I know Metropolitan Golf Club did the same. So do your homework and get the right information for your facility. So that was our talk, which was good. So I'll probably a few more things out of that, but I'll talk to you that more a little bit later on. The other talk that I did was in regards to